Radio is my favorite show.
Hello, welcome to Holt Youth Club News. Today we have a special episode all about the year 2020. Was it really the worst year in all of history? The COVID pandemic, Boris Johnson, TikTok. Oh, sorry. We'll be unpacking everything, but first to our travel correspondent.
Radio is my favorite show.
Hello and welcome to TripAdvisor Live today. We have received a flood of reports from people who have travelled back in time to 2020 and are eager to share with us what it was truly like to live in that year. One writer claims that everyone wandered around with half of their faces covered, ran away from me if I came too close, and regularly sanitised their hands if they touched any surface in a public area. The worst trip I've ever been on. Another review here says, I went to 2020 as a history school trip since we were supposed to have exams, but I ended up being trapped inside for several months and missing my exams entirely. However, I can now make an excellent banana bread. Positives and negatives there. Finally, one last review. Great time to get into shape. I never thought I'd see a time where I looked forward to daily exercise, but this year it was the only way to avoid my family. I must say, though, that the true exercise hero of 2020 was Captain Tom, who put us all to shame. 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you, that's about all we have time for today. If you'd like to share with us your own 2020 experiences, please write in at covid.19@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Back to the studio.
Radio is my favorite show.
We have a special guest on the line with us today, a man who survived the pandemic and is willing to tell us what it was like. Hello, Pothead.
Yes.
Well, okay. So tell us what it was really like in the year 2020. Was it as bad as people say it was?
Yes.
And how did it affect you personally? Did you have to self-isolate at any point?
Yes.
I see. I've done a bit of research, and you must have been only 14 when this happened. Do you feel as though a big chunk of your childhood was wasted due to the pandemic?
Yes.
Ah well, I would really like to talk more, but we have so much to get on with. Time for a quick ad break now, but we will be right back with a piece of footage from 2020. You don't want to miss it.
Radio is my favorite
COVID-19, including hit songs such as
hands, face, face. Hope everybody gets the message. Hands, face, face.
Blame It on China.
Blame it in Europe. And then they tried to blame it in Russia. And then they tried to blame it on Donald Trump.
So you can blame it on China.
The Chris Whitty slide.
Next slide, please. One hop. Next slide, please. Right foot, left foot. Next slide, please. One hop. Next slide, please.
The COVID Okie.
Stay at home. You must go to work.
Eat out, help out.
Bread gets in the bag.
Disinfecting.
And the comeback single from Teresa. Now that's what I call COVID-19. The soundtrack to your lockdown.
Radio is my favorite show.
Good evening. Tonight, we face a threat larger than any for decades. Tonight, we must be asked to lock down. It is vital, for the sake of the British people, that we don't see any other members of our community. It is difficult, but necessary. This invisible killer is killing thousands and thousands of many innocent lives. Hospitals all over England have become overrun and simply cannot take many more. This means we need to limit the amount of people that we see, and so today we must lock down.
So that was our piece of footage from 2020, and it really does show what a weird time it was. Well, that's all folks. Thank you for watching and take care. Good night.
Radio is my favorite show. Have fun, let's learn about Jesus. Do your work, cause you know you're gonna need it. Tell your friends to come along. Enjoy the show. And Barrier Breaker.